Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be discussing the new King of the Hill reboot season 14. I am really excited for this, and it drops tonight at 12 a.m. or tomorrow at 12 a.m. August 4th, or it either it's dropping or it's premiering. I don't know for sure, but I'm excited to talk about this, and I've been waiting for season 4 for a long time, and many other people has as well, so I am excited to be discussing this topic with you today. I'm sorry if there is any audio issues or video issues or any issues that will occur during this video because my computer is not performing as I would like it to. So it's crashing and just a bunch of nasty stuff while I'm trying to load these to tell you guys this information. So, well, let's get into it. So, the characters in The King of the Hill season 14 will be aged up significantly, and I am really happy about this as well. I don't think there's any other information for me to speak about with this specific tab, so I will be going on to the next one. Bobby will be taking care of GH. For how long, I don't know, but Bobby will be eventually taking care of GH. Over here, you can't really see it for some reason. Well, you can't see my cursor either because my recording software. But over here on the left of the picture, Hank is there, and even further to the left, Hank, like beside Hank is Boomhauer. Boomhauer looks to be in winter gear or skiing gear. He's wearing a toboggan, goggles, a nice blue jacket. Hank is also in a jacket, drinking a beer. You can't really see Dale too much, and Bill is just standing there as Bill. Dee Dee is coming back to pick up GH, and she is in a red convertible in the snow during the winter. I don't think that's a good idea. Now, we all know Dee Dee wasn't the brightest book, or well, the sharpest tool in the shed, but I think that's kind of a bad idea to have you and a baby in a convertible car when there's snow on the ground in the winter. I know it's Texas, and they might not get that much snow there, but still, in the image we can see snow. So I don't think there's any more information. The old tab that I did have uh, had some more information on it, but I did not like the video didn't do right, and I already had the tab closed and I could not find it. But it was a better image, like it showed all of Hank. I don't know if I can click on this. No, it won't work. But you can see like the blue on the left side, I believe, or that might just be an outline of Dee Dee. I'm sorry about that, but I could not find the original tab where I had uh, the full picture, full video and stuff. Like I said, please bear with me. This is going to have to load for a minute. Okay, there it goes. Faster than what it usually does. Ladybird is gone. Ladybird's dead. She's been gone for a while, and they will have a new dog. This here is a storyboard leak, and this shows, well, Peggy, Hank, Bobby, somebody else, and the new dog that Bobby is holding in his hands. There's more in this browser if it will just load. I hope it loads. Okay, here it goes. Peggy is going to have some kind of injury in one of the episodes where she is going to struggle trying to open a door because she's by herself and trying to get what looks to be on an elevator. And there will be a time where she ends up cussing and throwing the F bomb down somewhere in there. Uh, Hank will be watching some TV. There's something supposed else to be with that. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen there. Some people has been saying that Hank is watching a new sci-fi movie or some kind of uh sci-fi show. I don't know how that would be. Like I said, I'm sorry if there's any issues going on with my browsers and stuff. Uh, I've been trying to get it to work for the video, and just bear with me. Give this a just a second. I will be pausing the recording, uh, and it should skip over to where it should be loaded. Okay, so after a little bit, I was able to get it to load. Um, Beside Peggy here is this little boy. He is supposed to be Boomhauer's son, I believe, because Boomhauer should be married or could possibly be married in the reboot. Um, they are also going to be having a brewery contest. So Hank is supposed to be making beer, and I believe that Bobby is also supposed to be having beer that he is making, and they will be at a beer contest the um, in the show for season 14. Here's another image if it just loads real quick. Okay, so Bobby will be a chef in the new reboot, and in this in the restaurant, he is supposed to be meeting Connie and Chain Wasana-san. On the right here, that is Chain. On the left, that is Connie, and in the middle there, the server is Bobby. He will be running his own restaurant. He's the chef. I know I probably already said that, but Shane is supposed to be doing something with the restaurant, either a owner, co-owner. He's supposed to be something to do with the restaurant. And let this image load. Okay, so there will be a new addition to the group. Uh, his name is supposedly Lester Payton. He was living in Hank's house when Hank was away in Saudi Arabia on a propane job. That way, so him and Peggy could retire early. And yes, Hank will be retired. Uh, we can see Dale real good here, and can't wait to see how that's going to work in the show. How Hank is going to move back into his home, and what's going to happen with Mr. Lester here, or Mr. Payton. Uh, where is he going to be living as well? Okay, so on this next page here has more information about Con and Min surprisingly, supposedly getting a divorce in the new reboot, and I want to see what happened. Why did they get a divorce? Um, it's very interesting, and also Con is supposedly going to be living with Bill. Yeah, funny twist. If you are familiar with the show, Con and Min often wanted to change their lives and for the better, but maybe this is something that did change their lives for the better. Who knows? This is definitely something big, like it does say in this article, that this is something like this is huge for Con and Min because they were always wanting to join Nine Rivers, and wonder if they've ever got to Nine Rivers or not. Uh, that's just it's something that's going to have to wait for the reboot. Well, here is another individual tab that I had for this Mr. Peyton Lester here, but yeah. Mr. Lester here. Here is another image of Bobby in the restaurant. I don't know who this guy is behind him. He will be a new character, and Ted Wasana and Chain Wasana will be involved with the business. And Joseph will also be at this restaurant ordering food and eating it from Bobby. In one of the trailers, it does appear that Bobby may have a rat infestation. So I can't wait to see how that would work out. And in the trailer, if you look closely enough, you can see Dale falling out of the ceiling in the back of the kitchen. So this is definitely going to be a comedic reboot. I have not seen this image here, but here's the new old model. Like this is the model for the old Ted Wasana song, and this is the new uh, young adult chain. I don't know what's going on here. I've never seen this before. This might be some kind of new leak or something, and just have to wait and see until 12 a.m. tonight or tomorrow. Might end up going to sleep tonight and watching it tomorrow. I may give my opinions on it. I may not. We will see what will happen. And here is another question. Will King of the Hill be on Disney? Because Disney was like done some kind of collaboration with Hulu, and pretty much everything that's on Hulu is on Disney. I don't know if that's vice versa, like Disney on Hulu, but Disney did do some kind of thing with Hulu where King of the Hill is on Disney now. So I don't know if that's what's going to happen or not. We'll just have to wait and see as well. Um, Dale, as we all know, the unfortunate events following the original actor of Dale, and this will be the new voice actor for Dale. He's actually a returning one. This is Toby Huss coming back to the show as Dale Gribble, and Toby Huss will actually not be voicing Khan in the new reboot. So, more information on that later in the video if you decide to stick around. Also, please like and subscribe. And it helps a lot. You don't realize what one subscriber does. You don't realize what one viewer does. It helps a lot. But Toby Huss is going to be Dale and not Khan. Toby Huss was also Cotton Hill. Here is another image of a leak that happened with Bobby being the chef, and this was not supposed to happen. And the girl who done this actually got in trouble. She is a actor. I can't remember her name. I can't remember who she's voicing either. But she was not supposed to do this, and she got punished for it. Apparently, she posted that on Instagram, and she wasn't supposed to. Hank will be seeing a museum for in the show, and he will be looking at a pen. He will be fascinated by a pen and by ink pen, and that was used by a president to do some signings of some stuff. In the trailer, we see Nancy with Peggy, and some stuff was said that I'm not going to say here on YouTube because YouTube don't like that type of stuff. But Peggy said after Luann, oh, not Luann, Nancy said something that you better not leave me here. all by myself. Hank will surprisingly be coaching soccer. Yeah, that's a shocker. Soccer, shocker. Uh, this is a big surprise because Hank hated soccer uh, in every season. Uh, so yeah. Also, it shows down here some kind of thing that they're doing. This could be some kind of get together. Maybe Bobby is cooking for Hank, doing a cookout. We see Mr. Peyton here. We also see Dale Boomhauer. And Bobby and Hank is shaking hands, surprisingly. This is a big thing because Hank only shakes shaking hands for Hank is a emotional thing for Hank. That's a handshake is like a hug for Hank. A handshake is the way Hank expresses huge emotions or huge fondness for somebody else or yeah, him and his dad actually shook their hands, and he wanted to shake his dad's hand as well. And at his wedding, he shook Peggy's hand instead of kissing the bride. He shook the bride's hand. And there is going to be more information still in the video. If you are still watching, I really appreciate it. Thank you. This here tab was actually one of the tabs I was going to use originally, but it does show here Hank coaching soccer, and because Hank is coaching soccer, and because Hank hated soccer with a passion, Dale ends up kidnapping Hank and bringing him to his dungeon, like, well, his basement, pretty much, and interrogates Hank and even physically abuses Hank to try and confess, to try and get Hank to confess that he is not Hank. Because Dale believes that Hank isn't Hank because Hank hates soccer. Hank likes football, not soccer. And there's a reason for that. Now, the big question as to why. Why does Hank like soccer now? As you can see in this image here, I scrolled down and kaboom! Hank will be in Saudi Arabia. What happened is that after season 13, some point in time, Hank moved out of his house to go to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, forgive me for that mispronunciation. And as we can see here, this woman in the black appears to possibly be Peggy. She may be Peggy in what looks to be like a farmer's market. Maybe buying fruit or produce or something. Hank appears to be driving a white Toyota Tacoma, and he is wearing glasses, like sunglasses, instead of his regular prescription glasses. Uh, we can also we can see Peggy, or this looks to be Peggy in a headdress, like they do over in Saudi Arabia. And I want to see how she coped with Saudi Arabia because Peggy is more of the loud type. She is like, I got to be a leader, but she's also a follower. So I want to see how she does because I don't see Peggy surviving over there in Saudi Arabia, covered up in some big giant bundle that that they wear over there. So I would love to see how she does with that. Uh, Here is a part of the trailer. It looks like they might be eating some kind of tacos. This here in the trailer is where I believe Hank says, I have never wished for beer to be fruitier or taste more bolder because it seems like there might be some kind of conflict with Bobby and Hank here about how beer should be made. And that might reflect in the brewery contest that will be in season 14. For some odd reason, Khan will no longer be voiced by Toby Huss, and Khan will be voiced by Ronnie Shing. I believe I said that name right. Ronnie Shiang, Shiang, Xiang. Uh, Sorry if I said your name wrong, Ronnie. But Ronnie played in the Megan movie as David, the CEO, and Ronnie. Sorry if there is a slight audio glitch right there. Um, my microphone disconnected for some reason. But has played Megan, and Ronnie has also played as Jonathan in Shang-Chi, the movie. So now he's going to be playing as Constable Newsomphone, and I don't know how that's going to work. I like the old voice for Khan better. I thought it was comedic. I thought it was perfect, and to me, it seemed like Khan, like it seemed how Khan would sound. And I believe Toby Huss should have kept the position or kept the role as Constable Newsomphone. But this will definitely be a slight. Well, actually, no. This will be a huge change up for Khan, and I don't really know how to feel about this one. I'm a little bit opposed to it because I think that Toby Huss did a perfect Khan. Toby Huss also did a Cotton Hill before Cotton Hill was killed off, and I think that Toby Huss should stay as Khan. Okay, Bill is well, Bill, but we have seen two different versions of Bill. I believe on the right here is the old version of Bill the version of Bill that was in the old King of the Hill, not the reboot. The one on the left is the reboot Bill, 100%. But for some odd reason at that, we have two different reboot Bills. And this is going to be a shock to a bunch of the King of the Hill fans. But Bill has, we've seen this Bill, and now we have this Bill. I don't know how they're going to do this. This is the other version of Bill in the reboot. I don't know how they're going to do that with the story because we have two different versions of Bill. We have that one I just showed you, and now I have this one. And this Bill definitely let himself go really bad. I'm surprised that Bill was able to grow a beard. Uh, his hair grew out really, really long, and Bill has turned gray instead of the gingerish red that we are used to Bill having. And I believe Dale has a gingerish orange as well. But I don't know if they've changed that or not. I can't remember. We would have to go back and look at Dale. Please like, share, comment. You can do those if you want. You can hit the notifications, and please hit the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me, and it's what helps keep me motivated to make more videos like this one. I know that this video is not the best video. I just done what I was able to do with the resources that I have. I know that I have made some better videos, but I felt motivated and excited to share with you some information about the new King of the Hill Season 14. And I would like to start making more videos like this about me giving you, the viewer, and my subscribers more information about topics like this one, shows, games, events, as well as channel announcements. Which, if you want to go check, I have another video that I uploaded earlier about the same thing that I am doing right now, and I am using the same software I was talking about you starting to use for future videos in my last video. So please go check that video out. Without further ado, thanks for watching.